came here just to see what's going on and how stand-up comedy in Bulgaria is. I live in Munich now. And I was like, these guys are trying hard and they're kind of funny, and I also have a few funny stories that I want to share with you, so I will start. So if the stories are not funny enough, I'm sure that with my English you'll have enough fun, so I will start from the beginning. So when I was studying in Sofia University, it was Bulgarian philology, and we had one of our colleagues, he was from Greece. And he came for 1 semester, after that he stayed for 3 semesters, and now he's living here. Super cool guy. And he was having a really fluent Bulgarian, but sometimes he had this, funny words that he is just, putting there. You're like, haha, this is just insane. So one of the stories was we were on the street, and he said, yeah, I have a sister, and I was like, hey, what's your sister like? What she's doing? He was like, she's super funny, and he started, saying these words in Bulgarian. She's like, shashava, like crazy, palavka. And I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, shashava, palavka, like crazy. And I'm like, if you say palavka, you mean something else, when you're on the street. And at this point, he always crossing the street with this kind of skirt, with this kind of boobs, with everything makeup and so on. And I was like, so she is palavka. I was like, well, really, my sister is not that palavka. And I was like, yeah. And 10 meters later, another one is passing the street, and he's like, is she palavka? And I'm like, well, I don't know exactly what looks like, so now I'm sure that he knows the meaning of the word palavka. And after that, I told you that I live in Munich. So when I went there, I started working as an intern in the HR department. And of course, I was doing recruitment as everyone else in HR for the time being. And one day I received a CV. And I'm like, something is weird with this CV, but I don't know exactly what's weird. And after that, we see the picture of the guy. He is applying for, I don't know, vice president, sales, blah, 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 like 50-year-old guy. And after that, I see something super strange for the bullet points. And I am trying to see what's wrong with the bullet points, and actually he put his picture 4 bullet points, instead of normal bullet points, he just made his picture smaller, and he put it for the bullet points. And I was like, guys, that's insane, and I showed it to everyone in the company. Of course, I, put the name and so on, because, identity and stuff. People were laughing at that one, and I was like, that guy is so insane, but one day, if I want attention on my CV, I'm going to do the same. And now we're going to the point of this summer. I was in Bulgaria, so in my high school, my first language was French. So now my French is like, I use it on the street when people are, begging and asking for some money, and I start speaking French and they don't ask anymore, and I'm like, je ne comprends pas, je parle français. And one night, here in Sofia, I'm in the area of, of the Ministry of Justice, or I don't know where was it, and a guy is coming, and he's like, sorry, but in Bulgarian, sorry, I want money, I'm sick, and and I was like, je ne parle pas bulgare, je suis French, and he was like, okay, and he switched, and he started speaking better French than mine, and I was like, okay, now I need to remember what was the word for money, because I needed to explain, I don't have money, and after that I started sweating myself, and I'm like, oh fuck, what's going on here, and after that he said the word for money, which was d'argent, and I was like, d'argent, yeah, okay, that's the word I needed, and I was like, je pense que, and after that, 1 leva, très bleu, and I'm sure that he realized that I'm not French at that point. He was like, okay, as much as you have, but again in French. And I was like, shit, okay, I need to give that label because I deserve it, This is the first guy on the street that speaks better French than me, for example. But my level is not that high, but still he was good, and I think that he deserved it. And when I came to first, so yeah, I prepared this one just for myself, because I was sure that I'm going to forget the order of my stories. So when I went once to Munich, my girlfriend was there, and we had a reservation for, I'm gay. Someone asked if there are gays. I said no, so yeah. And we had a reservation for a restaurant. And it was, I don't know, we had 2 hours, for example, to go from the Munich airport to the city center. And I was like, okay, maybe we need to take a car. And there is this drive now, like share now or whatever the name is of the cars. And she was like, yeah, I booked a really cool Mercedes. We're going to take it. We're going to drive because I think that I drive well, right? But the only thing that I didn't know is that the car is automatic. You know, there is no the thing. Yeah, exactly. There is no.
Yeah.
I was like, shit. Okay. And I entered the car, and you know that sometimes the cars are parked like this, and you have the wall. And I was like, okay, now we need to go backwards. And I put the backwards thingy, and after that I was like, okay, but I have only 2 pedals here, so I have only the gas and the stop. And usually I have a third one. And I try, to move my legs somehow simultaneously. But this time I decided, okay, I will just try to put my leg away from the stop and, push further the gas. And I see, really a lot of black air inside, beside the car, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck is going on? I'm scared because it's moving. And it was like half meter, but like this, and we were like, and we are going backwards. And I was like, okay, Diana, we're not going to make it to the city center. Let's just park. And the parking was again super awful. Like I'm trying to move my legs, and we're like parking like this. And I was like, shit, okay, my first experience in Munich with cars is just awful. And last week, what happened? I'm again with this, super adventurous spirit. And I'm like, in Munich now, you have this like moped stuff that you can, like the electric scooters that you can like live, you know them? And the name of the brand is Evi. And they're pretty cool, they're orange, and I was like, it would be amazing if I try to, somehow drive it, but in the night, because I want to make sure that sometimes if I need it, I can really drive it in a real situation when there is a lot of traffic. And we went to the cinema, and after that we were walking, and maybe 1 kilometer away from our home, I was like, let's take, this moped. And she was like, fine. We take it, we took it, we reached our house, and she was like, I think that you can park it only from this part of the street, because on the other part of the street we are outside of the region. And I was like, fine. And we parked beside, basically behind a Smart, and I'm like, Diana, it doesn't make any sense. There is a car that can park on this place, and now we're here. I feel better if we put it on the pedestrian area. And she was like, fine, do what you want. And now the funny part starts, I didn't put the parking mode. It means that anytime I do like this, it's moving, right? And I was like, in my mind, okay, here's the card, I'm going to do this. I'm going on the pedestrian area, and I park it. And it's moving with 1 kilometer per hour. And the car is 50 centimeters away from me. And I suddenly basically moved my hand, and we crashed the Smart. And I was like, shit, what happened here? And we broke the thingy that is in front of the terror, the one that, I don't know how they call it, the protector kind of. And I was like, okay, what we're going to do now? She's like, we are in Germany, we need to do something. I'm going to leave a paper on the guy with the car, he needs to call if there is something. And I was like, okay, I see more the problem in the moped, I don't see it more in the car, car is fine. It was just so quick that my mind couldn't realize what's going on. And after we went home, I was like, call Amy and told them that we did that. And she was like, hey guys, this and that happened, it was, a really small thing, and now the thing is broken, how much we need to pay? And they were like, yeah, you call the police, that's good fun. No, that's not doing fun, that's just something super stupid that happened. They're like, yeah, call the police. And after that, we called the policeman, we were waiting for 30 minutes, he's coming, and they start like Croatia, the guys with the lightning and stuff, and they start comparing, if this is the place of the Ufa. Is this really the part that crashed the car? And I'm like, guys, come on, seriously, that's just insane. We're still waiting. I don't know how much I need to pay, because actually I drove it. And I did it. Obviously, I'm not going to drive anything else in Munich anymore until the end of my life, obviously, because it always, ends very badly. But the maximum of the amount that I can pay is 375. So now I am just afraid that I'm not going to pay 375. Good news is that I just received my last salary from the high school, and actually they paid a lot. I think that teachers are getting even more now than 2 years ago, which is a good sign. So I think that the school will pay for this damage. So that was it. Enjoy your evening.
Was this your first time doing stand-up?
Atanasimo?
Was this your first time doing stand-up?
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Come again.